The first thing that comes to my mind when we think of Aib is this. In a funny way, Aib is not supposed to be seen in a negative way, because I feel that many people think of it in a wrong way. Aib is not supposed to be part of our own culture. Why they enforced it to us? But first of all, you need to understand what is the intention of Aib. To explain the definition. In any culture around the world, there are acceptable things to do and unacceptable things to do. I know, the question will be, who says that these are unacceptable things to do? Well, let's define what is a tribe. A tribe comes from al-qabila, we say in Arabic, or Arabic language, are what qabal, they accepted. A group of people from a father and a mother and a child accepted a form of life. They've designed it. This is what it is. It happens in your home, happens in my home, it happens in everybody's houses, right? Now, when that qabila is created, they accept the acceptable things. They learn it. And the unacceptable things, they have to put laws to it, or guidelines, or things that forbiddens it. And one of them, through parenting, when they see something that is unacceptable from the child, not answering the teacher in a very polite way, not answering the father and mother in a proper way, not being kind to others, not being good to others, that becomes Aib. It's not allowed. And that becomes your no, a big no. You can't go see your own friends who are meeting at a cafe, because that's Aib. That is you. That is not the culture. That is from your home. Aib standard, but from a society it's not. So Aib doesn't have one definition. It has multiple definitions in terms of the real intention of using it. To stick to your tradition, it means we are continuing living properly in this planet, because we need to be different in order for us to have a beautiful mosaic that we can see very clear for our own future. And cue. What's the number one rule when you want to get somebody to believe in what you want to say? If you can't convince them, confuse them. That was a joke, just behind the scene. Okay, all right. If someone wants to bring up a topic or a subject that they have a different opinion versus the society, and it's great that they are a bit sensitive to say what would be the best way that my parents will not get me wrong, elderlies will not get me wrong, the society will not attack me. Well, guess what? Sorry to tell you, everybody will attack you. That's the normal behavior, because some people with social media, unfortunately, they've developed, social media is a new thing in our life, so we've developed some habits with it, right? I think people on social media, they don't understand, they react. You know what I mean? They read something, they don't say, oh, that is his opinion, or that is a topic he wants to discuss. People say, oh, that's his own values, with me, and go hit him. No, and that's what we see today on the social media. Some people, girls or boys, are forcing their own opinion by attacking right away. They're not inviting to actually tell people to enlighten them. It's about the how, not the what. If you say whatever you want, say it, but how you say it's going to make the difference. And that way you're not going to offend anybody. You're going to invite so many people to be in discussion with you. Who knows? Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a proper thing. How to actually store our own traditions without seeing it in a museum? Simple. Live it. But before living, you need to do something. You need to believe in it. If you don't believe in it, you're not going to live it. And if you don't live it, it becomes history. Because changing doesn't mean it's right. No. Changing, you're dissing everything in the past. You're evolving. But evolving doesn't require to change the value. So your traditions, some of them, for example, you cannot practice because of the environment. But don't forget it. At least know what it is. What is the name? Remember it very well. Take the value out of it and live it in your life.